Hi, everyone. My name is Cindy Call. I am a sales manager for Virgin Voyages for the Midwest. And along with me, we have Rebecca Gonzer in Texas. And we also have our director of sales, Lindsay Wagner. So thank you again for joining us. And what we have here is a collective of you, our potential sailors, and your travel advisor who invited you. So we're so happy to have you with us. So that we can give you an overall general overview of Virgin Voyages, our brand, our ships, our onboard experiences, and so much more. But before we get started, we're going to start this whole thing off with a really great video just to give you a peek at what you're in for.
Come on, chameleon. Come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Come on, chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving will be easy if your colors are like my dream. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Come on, chameleon.
Now we're voyaging.
There you have it. Now let's get voyaging. And I'm going to give you an overview of what sets us apart from other cruise lines and why might you want to sail with us. But before I do, we always like to toot our horn a little bit, if you will, and share that we are so proud to be making waves and earning accolades throughout the entire industry. And we have won so many awards in 2023, one of them being the Cruise Critic Cruiser's Choice Awards, which is voted on by the consumer. You, our sailors. We are the first brand to ever sweep the board in all categories, winning Best Overall Cruise Line, Best Dining, Best Cabins, Best Service, and Best Value for the money. So, why do people love sailing with us? It is first and foremost, we are adults only, so you are certainly welcome to let your inner child loose on board, but you must be 18 plus to sail with us. We have a very innovative dining concept as well. We don't have a main dining room with set assigned tables, set dining times. We don't have any formal dress codes, no buffets with food that's been sitting around for hours. And Rebecca's going to give us more information about that coming up. Inclusivity. This is not what we're talking about, like an all inclusive experience. When I mention inclusivity, Virgin Voyages welcomes sailors from all diverse backgrounds, whether it be your age range, your physical capabilities, your lifestyle preferences. We just want all our sailors to come and be their true, authentic selves when they're sailing with us. So that's where we're going with inclusivity. And our crew, epic crew, are going to make sure you have amazing time sailing with us as well. And we also won awards with our crew, and we've swapped out the typical cruise director for our happenings cast that are going to keep all of our sailors entertained and engaged throughout your entire voyage with us. We promise always included luxury, simple, transparent pricing with no hidden fees, no unwelcome surprises at the end of your sailing. All of the dining in our 20 plus eateries is included, including our 6 specialty restaurants. Where other cruise lines would charge you a surcharge to dine in their specialty restaurants, it's already included in your voyage fare with Virgin. We include all gratuities. Wi-Fi, we believe Wi-Fi is a basic human right. We're not going to charge you for that. All of our onboard group fitness classes, all of our shows and entertainment, and your essential drinks, which include still and sparkling waters, non-pressed juices, sodas, teas, even drip coffee. Now, what's not included, I mentioned everything that is included, but what's not is your alcoholic drinks, your specialty handcrafted coffees like your cappuccinos, lattes. We've got smoothies, milkshakes, boozy shakes. All that comes with an extra cost. So we wanted it to be as simple to sail with us as possible. And we've done away with the typical beverage packages of other cruise lines. And we really just have a simple program here called Bar Tab. Bar Tab is just money that you can add to your sailor account prior to sailing. And there's an incentive for you to do that. So we have bar tabs and $100 increments where we're going to give you an extra $10 on us. A $200 bar tab, we're going to throw in an extra 25, and $300 bar tab, you're getting an extra $50 on us to spend on those drinks that aren't already included in your essentials drink packages. So this concept really helps us to keep our drinks reasonably priced as well. Beers cost anywhere from $5 to $6. Basic cocktails maybe around $8 to $10. 42% of our wines are under $10 per glass. And the best part about this is we've already included gratuities. So you see, and taxes are included. So if you see a $10 drink on the menu, $10 is what you're going to pay. So with all of that, I've got another little video here for you if we're going to just give you an idea of all the things that you can use your bar tab for.
Cheers to that.
All right, so we've got this new catchphrase called fair and flexible. So when you look at everything that Virgin Voyages already includes in your voyage fare as standard, compared to other contemporary or premium brand cruise lines that are going to charge you extra, itemize all these things that are already included, you can clearly see here when we're comparing same night stays of typical Caribbean sailing, when we've even included in here, you can see on the left-hand column, we've even included the $300 bar tab, where you're getting an extra $50 on us. And compared to all those extra things that you'll be charged for at the end of your voyage, you can see that we are way more fair and flexible and a much better value for you. And I'm going to toss this over to Rebecca.
Thank you, Cindy. Yes, guys, I'm excited to talk to you about all the different types of sailors that we have here at Virgin Voyages. We have, hang on, if I can get that to, hang on a second. There we go. We have the foodie, the wellness enthusiast, the adventurer, and the socialite. Of course, there are way more sailor profiles than we can talk about today, but these are the four that we would like to highlight to you today. And you may be one or part of many of these different sailor profiles. I'm probably 75% foodie and 25% wellness. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about the foodie and the wellness profile. So Cindy already kind of alluded a little bit to our dining. Our dining concept is so completely different than what you will experience on most cruise lines. No buffets, no made dining halls. We have all of our food fresh made to order. We have 22 eateries on board. And as Cindy mentioned, including those 6 specialty restaurants. And those are all included in your voyage fare. So I'm going to go over, definitely a foodie cruise. I'm going to go over those 6 specialty restaurants with you really quickly. So again, remember that these are included. You do have to make a reservation for these establishments. They do open up at 45 days pre-voyage, and your first mate can help you with all of your reservation questions that you might have. So those amazing 6 specialty restaurants. We have Gumbay, which is the first Korean barbecue at sea. This is a really fun concept, whether you are a single traveler or you're in a couple or you're with a group. If you're in a group, we're going to try and seat you all together. If you are a solo or couple traveler, then we are going to seat you at a table with other sailors, and you're going to have 6 friends by the end of the evening. We do all of the cooking for you, so you really just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Extra Virgin is our Italian restaurant, one of our most popular restaurants on board. We make all of our pasta fresh daily. It is definitely more than just pasta. We do great seafood here and steak as well. Then we have Pink Agave. This is our elevated Mexican restaurant. We won Travel Age West 2023 for best dining for this specific restaurant. Literally everything there is fantastic. We have Test Kitchen. This is my favorite restaurant. This is sort of your deconstructed molecular cuisine. It's part cooking lab, part restaurant space. You will walk in, they will give you a palate cleanser, and then when you're seated, you'll receive a menu with 6 different ingredients. Just let the chef know if you have any food allergies, and then you just kind of enjoy the culinary adventure. It is a 6-course plated menu where each course will have a description or an explanation in advance, and then you can add on with your bar tab a wine pairing, beer pairing, or cocktail pairing at this restaurant. Razzle Dazzle is our vegan, vegetarian forward restaurant. It is also the best place to get bacon on board. We have a secret menu here, all kinds of fun cocktails. And Razzle Dazzle is open for both brunch and for dinner. And then last but not least, we have The Wake, which is our elegant steak and seafood restaurant. This is also one of our restaurants that is open for brunch and for dinner. So again, those are all included in the price of your voyage fare. We have so many other eateries. Remember, we have 22 different eateries on board. We have the Dock at the Dock House, which is our Mediterranean meze style restaurant. We have an amazing pizza parlor that is open till 2 a.m. every day. We've got the Sun Club Cafe, where you can get fresh made elixirs and poke bowls, all kinds of amazing fresh food there. We have the Social Club, which is exactly like it says. It's the social club. It's probably the only place on board to get true junk food. We've got boozy milkshakes, pretzels, different kinds of hot dogs. We've got a little candy section as well, where you can make your own pick and mix bag. We have the the Grounds Club, where we have your all those different kinds of coffee drinks that Cindy was talking about, and then our famous ice cream parlor, Lick Me Till Ice Cream. And then I have a great video here for you to watch about the amazing dining experiences you can have with us. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm ready to go on board and just eat. I love it. Oop, there we go. Ah, and if you are like me, you're a foodie and a drinky, then I would love for you to experience one of our amazing Eat and Drink Festival cruises. So we do have 17 voyages between June 30th and July 28th, where you're going to experience the first ever Asian night market at sea. We're going to debut a brand new menu at Test Kitchen. We're going to have secret speakeasy experiences, among many other amazing ways that you can really get the most out of the culinary experiences that you can have on Virgin Voyages. So if you have more questions about that, your first mate can get all those details out to you. Now for our wellness lover, wellness means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. We do have very state-of-the-art fitness equipment on board. We have amazing classes that we have on board from, as you can see, like bungee yoga, HIIT and strength training. And all of those classes are included in your voyage fare as well. So any group classes that you have, you can attend those. You can also go into those spaces, which I'm going to talk to you about here in a minute, and use those spaces as well. Maybe wellness to you is the spa. Maybe wellness to you is just all the amazing healthy dining that we just talked about. But whatever your version of wellness is, we do have ways for you to get the most out of your wellness journey with Virgin Voyages. In fact, we just won last week, I believe it was, Travel Age West 2024 Best Onboard Wellness Program. So let me tell you and show you a little bit about what that means. So we have various areas on board, both indoor and outdoor, where you can really make the most of your wellness. We have the athletic club. This is where we've got a basketball court where we do much more than basketball in there. We do dodgeball, we do pickleball in our basketball court. We've got amazing training equipment, boxing rings, gymnastics equipment. We even have adult-sized seesaws that you can let that inner child out at the athletic club. We have the perch located on the 17th deck, the very top of the ship, where we have sunrise yoga and meditation classes. We also have our B complex studios. So we have 4 different indoor studios for anywhere from strength training to HIIT to cardio to spin. And then, of course, we have our yoga studio as well with all kinds of different yoga classes. So you can attend any of those classes, but you can also use those spaces for personal use as well. We have the runway, which is our standalone running track, also located at the very tippy top of the ship. So great views coming into port there. We have the tune up where you can get the best mani and petty at seas with the best views. We have dry dock, which is our beauty parlor where you can get your Scarlet Night look going on there. We also have Stubble and Groom, which is our barbershop oasis. And then if you are just a spa person, we have got you covered at our award-winning Redemption Spa. We do have a thermal suite there. For any 100-minute service, you're going to get your 3 hours into the thermal suite included. If you don't have time for a full treatment, you can just buy a pass to the thermal suite, which includes a mud room, a sauna, a salt room, a steam room, cold plunge pools, jacuzzis, heated marble beds. It is amazing, and that space is open from 6 a.m. until midnight. We also have a well-being pool. This is a great place to kind of cool off after your workout. And then one of my very favorite spaces on board, Squid Ink. This is our piercing and tattoo parlor. It is the first tattoo parlor at sea. It's very unique and special. We use vegan ink. We have visiting celebrity tattoo artists on board, so you can get your tattoo done by a world-renowned famous tattoo artist. We do have an Instagram that you can go and visit so you can see who's coming up and who has been on board as well. So Squid Ink, first tattoo parlor at sea. And then I'm passing it over. Oh, nope, I have a quick wellness video to show you before I hand it over to Lindsay. To talk to us about the adventure lovers.
Awesome. Thanks, Rebecca. I know once we always chat about restaurants and onboard eateries, I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat after looking at all the photos. But no, I'm here to talk to you about, or at least if there are any sailors on the call that are our adventure lovers. You love finding things that are off the beaten path. And one of the things that Virgin really prides itself on are our unique shore things. So as we call them, our shore excursions of what you're going to be able to do in our many amazing ports of call. But we've siloed a lot of these shore things into several different categories, depending on your interest or really your energy level. But we've got those relaxing where you can kind of chill, zen out, energetic. If you're looking for that nightclub, beach club experience in Ibiza, we've got you covered. Richard's short list. So those that are curated and hand selected by our founder, Richard Branson himself. Those once in a lifetime opportunities, think of zip lining through the rainforest, and sustainable. One of the things that Virgin really prides ourselves on is taking care of Mother Earth. And we've curated some really unique shore excursions related to our sustainability that we have here at Virgin. So with that being said, I wanted to walk you through some of our unique shore things. Some of them might seem a little familiar to you. And one of my favorite itineraries, and Cindy's going to walk you through some of the many options that we have for you. But my favorite itinerary is the 4-night fire and sunset soiree that goes to Key West and the Beach Club at Bimini. We have some unique shore excursions, even in Key West. You might think you've been there, done that in Key West, but not Virgin style. So one of our shore excursions, we've got a Key West rum and cigar tasting tour, as well as I think a bar / key lime pie tour. Next up, we've got Cozumel, or at least in Cozumel, the Cozumel Coral Reef Restoration, which allows you to experience some of the rich biodiversity there in Cozumel while helping preserve the health of the ocean. And again, going back to our sustainability factor that we have here at Virgin. Now, next up, we've got in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the culture, the cocktails, and the culinary delights. As you can tell, we love our bevies here at Virgin Voyages. So we feel like you should also have that opportunity in exploring the many different cities that we're calling on. And even in Bimini, the Sapona Shipwreck and Shark Snorkeling Tour is one of our highest rated shore excursions across all of our itineraries. And we are sailing all over the world now, but it comes back to really just being in our own backyard, giving you the opportunity to sail with or swim with sharks, which I will gladly watch and observe from the beach on that one. So more power to you if that's your MO. And then headed over to some of our Mediterranean itineraries. We've got our from Dubrovnik to King's Landing tour. So if there are any Game of Thrones fans out there, we've got you covered there in Dubrovnik. We're also calling on Mykonos, and in Mykonos, giving you the opportunity to do a live cooking class and imbibe in some local wines in a Myconian house. And I think we called on you last time, but Rebecca and Cindy, you guys did this exact shore thing, correct? Was it last year? Yeah, last year, right?
Last year. It was last June, actually, and it was an amazing experience. And Cindy always says this, I'm stealing your thunder, Cindy. It would not have been like a shore excursion that I probably would have sought out. But it was really an amazing experience, and I'm really glad that we got to do that. So, Cindy, any thoughts? I know Cindy's tried some of the recipes too.
Yeah, they actually get you involved in learning all the tips and tricks and the traditions of that home, or the recipes as well. And I mean, it just opened my eyes to so many things. And then we get to try everything that we made. And she even had this woman's father made his own wine, and we get to sample that. And then they sent us home with the recipes, which I have to say I completely failed at, and I just will have to go back.
I think we need to go back again. Yes.
Yes, to have spanakopita made for me. But just as Rebecca said, I mean, in any of our excursions, they're just unique experiences, and it's worth getting out there and immersing yourself in the destination.
Agree.
Love it. Love it. And I know you'll chat about this in the itineraries coming up, but in Mykonos, we're actually there for a full 36 hours, I believe. So lots of opportunities to partake in the local culture. But again, a strong endorsement for all of our shore things and all of our different ports of call. But now I want to talk to the socialites. These are our party seekers. You find the party or the party finds you. And I can tell you that there are multiple opportunities for this on board all of our lady ships. But I do want to mention a couple of different entertainment activations that we have. And we've got our PJ party. This happens on night one. So pack your best set of pajamas. There's not a pajama set that's too over the top or too much, but you got to show up in your PJs on night one. It typically happens up there on the 15th deck at the athletic club. We've got karaoke, we've got a costume contest, and it's just a great place to be in your PJs underneath the stars, and a great way to kick off your voyage. But the pinnacle, what everybody looks forward to, and I'm sure you probably have seen several photos, is Scarlet Night. This is where our entire ship activates red, and we encourage all of our sailors to pack a splash of red. And just like your PJs, there is not a red outfit that is too much or too subtle. It's got to be just right. As long as you have red on, you will fit right in. But it starts with a wedding in the roundabout, which is our main kind of area of the ship. You will head up to the pool deck, where there will be a vocal performance and a dance performance and a pool party. And then you'll migrate down into the manor, which is where I am coming to you virtually from today, which I will say, wearing a red outfit, you have to take a picture in this hallway on the manor. It's a must. It's a requirement anytime you sail with Virgin Voyages. But we've got Scarlet Night, and as you can see here, like I said, that it ends up in the manor, which is, I think, the best nightclub at sea, and will give any Vegas club a run for its money. It's where all different types of activations happen, from around the world in 80 days with the Diva. Many dinner theater shows happen here, and yeah, some of the best dance parties. We've got 70s dance party. We've got We Fancy, where you're also encouraged to pack anything silvery, glittery, gold. But really, Scarlet Night is where it's at when you're going to be showing up in your best red outfit. Also, we mentioned earlier about we love our bevies here at Virgin Voyages, and not only do we love our bevies, we love our champagne, and we have created, we think, the best feature of any cruise ship out there, and that is our on-demand champagne delivery service, where no matter where you are on the ship, if you take your phone out and you shake it, you will see little champagne bubbles appear and a button that says push me. And when you confirm that you want it, a chilled bottle of Moet and Chandon champagne will be delivered to your exact location on the ship. There is no better way to set sail on any cruise ship out there than with getting champagne delivered right to your location. The only place that it will not get delivered on board is the gym. And I think that is for insurance and liability reasons. So if you're trying to guzzle champagne on the treadmill, unfortunately not. Just step outside or go hang out by the pool and shake for champagne. So the other thing I want to mention, and this is a really helpful tip or guide that your travel advisor can send you once they get you booked on any of our lady ships, is a packing list. We do not want you to feel like you've been left out or you forgot to pack something depending on the ship. We have different types of shows, but as you can see, what is consistent is that Scarlet Night, PJ Party, and our VHS workouts, where you're going to get physical based on some of our best 80s and 90s music. There might be a shake weight involved as well, but this packing list is very helpful for all of our sailors out there to make sure they don't miss any opportunity for a good photo op and a good Instagram photo. So now a quick little video to chat about or show you some of our entertainment. And speaking of entertainment, you might have seen that one shot where everybody was dressed up looking like human disco balls. That is the show Persephone that takes place on Resilient Lady, this ancient retelling of like Greek mythology. It is one of the best shows I've ever seen. And again, I think it gives all of the Vegas strip shows, the run for their money. So I definitely recommend checking out all of our different shows across the fleet when you sail with us, and specifically get on Resilient and go see Persephone. So with that being said, I'm going to throw it over to Cindy to chat about all of our different lady ships and where we're sailing.
Great. So meet our lady ships. We currently have 3 ships sailing. They're all sister ships. So once you get to know the layout of one, you're certainly going to be able to navigate through all the others. I like to call them mermaids of the same mother. And then you'll see Brilliant Lady. She's going to be joining the fleet in September of 2025. So we sail to across the globe. So from Miami to the Caribbean. We also have sailings to the more southern, southeastern Caribbean from San Juan, Puerto Rico. We've got Resilient Lady sailing out of Athens, San Juan. Also, she'll be doing some sailings out of Portsmouth, UK as well. And then I'm going to give you just a real brief overview of some of our favorite itineraries. I'm not going to go through every single day by day play here, but some of our favorites, some of our most popular Western Caribbean sailings. We've got Fire and Sunset Soirees. So if you're someone who just wants to give us a shot, not sure you want to commit to being on our ships for a full 7 to 10 days, we've got our Fire and Sunset Soirees out of Miami, calls on Key West and the Beach Club at Bimini. We've got Mayan Soul calling on Costa Maya and Riviera Maya, got Cozumel in there, and again, the Beach Club at Bimini. And then if you like the Dominican Republic, we've got our Dominican days. We've also got the Western Caribbean charm calling on Roatan and Costa Maya. Then we, again, as I mentioned, we've got Eastern Caribbean Antilles if you really want to head further to more like Puerto Rico, St. Croix, again, the Dominican Republic. And just a little delay here. So you may have noticed on the majority of our Western Caribbean itineraries, mainly, we call on our beach club at Bimini. So for those of you who are craving a day and an amazing pool and beach, the beach club at Bimini is it. So let's take a little tour of the beach club. And that truly is that beautiful, pristine white beach. We're playing around with the slides here. So, but not only do we go to the Caribbean, we're going to the Med, and our resilient lady, her home port is Athens in the summer. So she's got this Corfu, Dubrovnik, and more itinerary calling on Montenegro, Croatia, Mykonos, and our Greek island Glow, which calls on Santorini, Rhodes, Bodrum, Mykonos, as Lindsay mentioned, we've got a full overnight stay on Mykonos. And so you see here, as I've been going through these itineraries very quickly, you see these little icons. So when you see a crescent moon, that means that we are staying there for a late night stay. And then when you see the little mass, the sleep mass, that's an actual overnight stay. So I had the privilege of doing the Greek Island Glow last summer, and I made note that 6 o'clock in the evening, as other cruise lines were pulling out and sailing away with their sailors, our sailors were just getting off the ship, heading to the nightclubs to watch in the seaside cafes to watch the sunset. And the nightlife in a lot of these destinations is what the experience is. So we want our sailors to get the full immersion into our destinations. And that's where you're going to see a lot of late night stays and overnights in our itineraries. And then also in the Med, Barcelona is our home port for many a Mediterranean itinerary, but the most popular are our French days and Ibiza nights and our irresistible Med. And we've actually added Rome to the itinerary this year as well. So if the Med is something you want to spend your summers in the Mediterranean, hop on one of these fantastic popular itineraries. And let's head to the Med. Why don't we, Lindsay? Can't you just picture yourself there? Amazing. So good, we wanted to see it again. Okay. So not only that, I mentioned also that Resilient Lady and also Scarlet Lady in 2025. We are doing some really unique itineraries out of Portsmouth, UK, calling on Ireland, Scotland, and more. We've got England to Iceland and Norway, and then some Spanish and Italian hotspots calling on Naples, Sicily, Marina di Carrara, Ajaccio, and again landing in Barcelona. And again, you see here we've got late night stays and overnights at these fantastic itineraries as well. And then when our brilliant lady comes into the mix, she is not only taking us to so many new ports, sailing out of New York, going to Bermuda, going to Canada and New England. Then she's heading out of Miami, heading down to South America as well, going through the Panama Canal, heading to LA. So for those of you who are joining us from the West Coast, you asked, we listened. We've got some really great itineraries out of Los Angeles. Just throwing a few of them up here on the screen for you. California and Mexico, Dreaming, calling on Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and then also Puerto Vallarta in our Hollywood Sunsets and Mexican Horizons. And then heading from Los Angeles, our Cali to Canada as well. And then stay tuned. In May of 2026, she will be starting in some Alaska itineraries as well. And who wouldn't love sailing with Sir Richard himself? And if you're a Boy George fan like myself and Rebecca, for sure, you have an opportunity to sail with both of these amazing celebrities when you sail on any of our Virgin Celebration voyages. So they will be making guest appearances on all three of these sailings, and you'll notice they overlap. So they're going to be hopping from ship to ship. Valiant Lady from Miami, we've got August 30th to September 4th. And then they'll go from Barcelona on September 1st on Scarlet Lady. And then on one of those really great Portsmouth, UK itineraries on Resilient Lady. So call your travel advisor and they will give you all the details on the itinerary and pricing to be able to sail with Sir Richard and Boy George, who's going to be doing a guest DJ appearance. And from here, passing it off to Rebecca.
It's me. And I'm so glad that you ended on that slide. I'm so excited because I'm actually going to be on that August 30th sailing. I'm very excited to sail with Sir Richard Branson and possibly hear Boy George do a DJ set. So I'm very excited about that. Loyalty Club. Yes, we do have loyalty. It's called the Sailing Club. Once you sail with us once, you are already part of the Loyalty Club, but your perks don't kick in until your third and fourth sailing. Unless, of course, we can do a status match with you. So this is something that your first mate can help you with. If you have status on any of these cruise lines that you see on your screen right now, you can actually have your first mate help you do a status match form where we can already get you blue extras on your very first sailing. So you just simply do a status match with your first mate, and this is going to give you blue extras, which will give you 1 specialty coffee credit per day, a dedicated sailor services support person on board, an exclusive cocktail event, and 1 of our giant bags of laundry. We have these amazing laundry bags in the rooms, and they are so big that you could possibly do at least a week's worth of your laundry in that one bag. So that will be included for you if we get you status matched on any of these cruise lines. So again, questions about that, please reach out to your first mate and they can go over all of the details for you on Sailing Club and how to do that status match. So our amazing offer that we have right now is 70% off the second sailor on pretty much all of our voyages. And this is even out through 2026. So we currently have all of our voyages out through April of 2026. So lots to choose from. And then if you are ready to go and you want to sail this year, 2024, we do also have free balcony upgrades on most of our 2024 sailings. For that full list of what sailings those would be applicable to, please reach out to your first mate and they can help make sure that you are getting the best offer possible. And speaking of best offers possible, thank you everyone for being here tonight. Thank you, First Mates, for inviting your amazing sailors as well to learn all about Virgin Voyages. Because you've all come on here tonight, we do have a special offer for you. This is for new bookings made today through June 25th. If you are in a Seaview or an Insider, we are going to throw on an additional $50 of Sailor Loop per cabin. If you're in one of our Sea Terrace cabins, we're going to add $100 of Sailor Loop per cabin. Pardon me. And if you were in one of our suites, you are going to get $200 of Sailor Loop per cabin. Now, if you happen to book a Virgin voyage departing out of Barcelona, June through October 2024, and you get that either deposit or you're paying full down by June 25th, we're actually going to double that. So that's going to be $100 of Sailor Loop per cabin for Seaview or Insider, $200 per cabin for your sea terraces, and $400 of Sailor Loot per cabin for suites. Sailor Loot is our version of onboard credit. If you're asking what in the world is Sailor Loot, this is, you can use this for anything. You can use Sailor Loot for drinks. You can use it at the spa. You can go shopping. You can get a tattoo at the first tattoo parlor at sea with vegan ink. There are so many things that you can do with this Sailor Loot. So you don't want to miss out. Please ask your first mate any questions that you may have. Rewatch this. We're going to send the recording out. Rewatch this for any questions that you have, but definitely want to get those bookings in by June 25th to get the best offer and to get this amazing Sailor Loot offer. So thank you guys so much. Any final words from anyone else on the team here tonight? We really appreciate your time this evening on a Monday evening. So
Yes, thank you all for joining. And if you have, as Rebecca stated, any other questions, please, please, please reach out to your travel advisor that invited you this evening. We want you to get the best offer as well as the most money for that that onboard credit to spend until your heart's content when you sail with us. So thank you everybody for joining, and have a fantastic Monday evening.